if you guys can go ahead and, look through the pictures and see if you see somebody missing, just slide through and see if somebody's missing. I definitely don't want people to miss what's going to happen tonight live. I want y'all to hear what is going on live with me. And I feel like this call is not just about me, but this call is about we. I believe this call is going to help you to set you free and get you straight from where you may feel like, hold on, wait a minute. Last time we had a coaching call, we had Mr. Tony Robbins on the call. Well, Tony Robbins, what's the guy's name? I forgot his name. That call was crazy. I don't know if y'all remember, but that call was so crazy. I still was thinking about that this morning, how so many people miss out on what's most important, which is just the knowledge and the wisdom. And definitely, what's the man name, y'all? What's the man name that was doing the coaching call last week? What's his name again? Stu. That's his name, Stu, child. Stu, that call was amazing. But tonight I want to talk about something that's really been on my heart for the last couple of days, really the last couple of weeks. And I feel as if this is what we all need. And I think that this call is going to shift us in the right direction. And I know for me personally, it's opened up my mind. It's really helped me to feel very powerful within my being as a woman. It allowed me to step into my feminine energy even more. And it allows me to step into what I call a more harmonious life. Me personally, it's important for me to feel as if I'm living in. I don't know if that matters to you all, but I don't believe in balance. I don't believe. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can make my picture big, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can spotlight myself. Hold on one second. There we go. There we go. I'm spotlighted because I look good, honey. But yeah, I don't know if it matters to you all, but I do believe that there's no such thing as balance. I believe that there's harmony, but there's no such thing as balance. And this weekend, I was blessed to be at the Wealth Connect with Annetta Powell and so many, Myron Golden and Poppy Chulo and just Natalie Nicole. And it reminded me that money is very important. Yes, it is. But you know what's most important for me? Having great relationships and having harmony and being true to myself. And I know that you guys are excited. I know I'm excited about the awakening that's coming. I believe that this awakening is going to be one of the best awakenings. And I believe that it's going to be one of the best awakenings because I'm better than I ever was. I'm more reserved. I'm more certain. I'm more confident. I'm more aware. And I've used all the things that I teach for so many years that I know that what I teach people to do to vibrate high and to be postured up and confident, I know that it works because it works for me. And one of the things that I'm very happy about and I'm very, very proud about is that one thing is to assume that something works, but when something has been tested and tried and you still standing strong, it tends to make you own it. And I own the way I live. I own the way I feel. I own the way I treat myself. I own the way I treat people. I own my success because nobody gave it to me. And I own my longevity. A lot of people have won for a season or for a few weeks or a few years, but I've been out here holding on, standing strong, firm for a very long time. And I've been able to duplicate a lot of my success in other people. I oftentimes look at a lot of ladies in the world today and I see myself in those people. And I'm proud because I did that. I'm proud because I did that. And I just want to tell you all, the goal is to create a life that you're proud of. The goal is to create a life that you're proud of, a very admirable, respectable life. I was telling Trina today in the car that, man, I was listening to some of my old meditations and just looking at some of my old memories on social media. And it's like, wow, I used to be very, rough. Man, I was very rough. I always had a problem. Somebody was always not doing what they were supposed to do. And it caused me to always be high strung and just, man, I'm grateful to God that I'm still alive and that my health didn't get compromised because I was dealing with so many personalities. I was telling Trina as well today that lifetime, I speak to them like every other week and they're like, we still can't believe how you handled all of those personalities, all those problems. We still can't believe that you didn't break because you dealt with a lot. And so I want to talk to you guys really from a place of where I am right now. And that's all I could do is be authentic and be real. That's it. And it works for me. And it works for me because I know that authenticity carries the highest frequency. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is putting your needs before your wants. Putting your needs before your wants. I'm 43 years old, and I got to be honest with you guys. Like, I just realized how major that is. I just realized how major that is. We have to get to a place that we adult a little different, that we can't keep acting like little kids. And I had to remind myself of that. Stormy, you're not a child. You can't go places because you want to go. It's entertaining. You can't hang around people because they're fun and they're entertaining. You can't date people because they look good and they're handsome and they're cute or they're fine or they're fly. Or you can't, lay in the bed longer than necessary because it feels good. And you can't, do things just because you want to do it. You got to think about what is the separation between the need and the want. And I tell you, there's a lot of you all that's listening to me right now that you need to really think about that. Because how many of you all right now are in relationships with people that was a want? That you wanted them because they look good, or you wanted them because they may have spent some money on you, or you wanted them because they did something that turns you on, but they were not what you need. And so I want you to think about that for a moment, because what is it that you need? What is it that you need? It's kind of like when you think about the 5 love languages, words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, like when you think about that, you got to really get clear on what do you need. Okay. So what do you mean by that? Well, I'm a single Black woman. All right. I take care of my dad. I take care of my payroll. I take care of myself. I'm responsible for a lot of energy in the world. And so it's important that I'm surrounded by people that understands my needs. Like Vanessa has to understand my needs. Okay, Trina has to understand my needs. The people that's closest to you has to understand what do you need to be the best version of yourself. And that's what I want y'all to think about. What is it that you need to be the best version of yourself? Okay, let's talk about, when you think about relationships, right? When I look back over the last few relationships that I found myself in, those people did not have the capacity to supply me with my needs. They had the capacity to give me what I wanted. I was bored. I wanted some entertainment. I wanted some fun. But what I need is a man with wisdom. What I need is somebody that's going to protect me and take care of me. What I need is someone that's going to make sure that everything that's pertaining to our relationship is about evolution. And so there's a lot of us that we don't know the difference. And so I wanted to give y'all the definition real quick before we even get deep into the conversation, because if you don't know the difference, then it won't even matter. Okay. Because I'm telling you all right now, the game changer for me is knowing the difference between the need and the want. So let's go into the definition of need. Need means requires something because it is essential or very important. Okay, that's need. Expressing necessity or obligation. Okay, so I'll give y'all a transparent thought. Like, I need to feel safe around the people that I'm around. Like, I need Trina to make me feel safe. Okay, if I'm around Trina, she's driving me around, she's my driver, and I don't feel safe around her, that's not going to be good for us. That's not going to be good for us, because if I have to be a passenger driver, then I may want a driver, but I don't need a driver that's not going to take care of me, because I can drive. I know how to drive. And I could easily switch back and start back driving again. But I need a driver because while Trina is driving, I get to still be working, handling my business. I need a driver because the amount of money that I pay the driver versus the amount of money that I'll be missing out on, is it a want or is it a need? So because I have business to handle and she is able to take care of my business, then I need that role that she's playing in my life. So how about when we think about want? What does want mean? The definition of want says, I have a desire a desire to possess or do something, to wish for it. Ought, should, or need to do something. You see that? Want is very iffy. Want, the definition of want says have a desire to possess or do something. Have a desire. Number two means ought, should, or need to do something, which means that if you are doing something out of the want of it, it's not really satisfying the need because you're only doing it because of an emotion or because of something that you ought to do, should do. But guys, how many of you all know that you need to get active every morning? You need to get active every morning. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, being in this space, not being able to work out and not being able to move my body, it's a want for me because I can't. I have a desire to do it, but I can't because my body is still healing. But I need it. I need to physically move my body. I like the way I feel after a workout. I love the way I feel after some cardio, but I can't do it. So I have to understand that it's a want right now. It's really a need, but I can't do it because it's not even feasible or possible because of my health condition, right? And so this weekend gave me so much clarity on being able to understand the difference. There are some of you all right now that you don't just want some more money, you need some more money. And because you need more money or you need more love or you need more peace, that means you need to take more responsibility. That's what that means. That's what that means. And that was the revelation that I gave myself this weekend. Stormy, when you get clear on what you need versus what you want, because a lot of things that you want is waste. A lot of things that we want is wasteful things that's not adding up to the vision that we have for ourselves. And so when we really think about the need versus the want, and we handle ourselves according to what is needed for what's important now, then you move different, you know? So like me, I need a certain amount of hours for sleep. It used to be a point in time I wanted a certain amount of hours for sleep, but now I need it. I require it. Like when I get off of this live with y'all, I'm going to bed because my body needs it. I can feel the need, not just the want, because I ain't lazy, but it's a need. So I wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions, and many of you all that were with me this weekend at the Wealth Connect, you heard some of these questions, and it's very important because I know that everything comes to an end. Everything born must die. Nothing lasts forever. Every season comes to an end. Everything born must die. Nothing lasts forever. And so now that I'm in this place of need versus want, like I went to the mall the other day and it's like, okay, Stormy, you got a bunch of clothes in your closet. Do you need those shoes or do you want those shoes? Right? So I want y'all to write that down. I want y'all to remember this for the next few weeks moving forward. Ask yourself, am I doing this out of a need or am I doing this out of a want? Am I eating this food because I need it or am I eating this food because I want it? Because you will start to realize how much waste you're wasting. And because we're in a new cycle, y'all, the truth is people are not as open to investing in themselves like they used to. People are not as open. You know, I'm watching people that used to get their nails done every 2 weeks. They feel look like they got a whole new finger growing. It's 2 months now. People are really starting to change the way they view money because it's not as accessible as it once was. There was a point in time where it was PPP or business loans and people was active, people was moving around, people was hustling. Now it's like everybody just want to lay down. Okay. And I'm sorry to tell you, but you need to check your need versus your want because you may need to get up and go find your new job. You may need to get up and find your new hustle. You may need to change the way you eat because you may be gaining a little bit too much weight that's going to turn into a sickness. So we got to really think, y'all. And I want y'all to write a list down of where can you possibly be wasting your time and you need to be changing how you move. Some of y'all sleep too late. You know, you sleep too late. And so do you need 8 hours of sleep or do you want 8 hours of sleep? Okay. Do you need to get your nails done every week? Or do you want to get them done every week? So we really have to draw a line between what is waste and what is not. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. This community should never be a negotiable for you. It shouldn't. And I'm not saying that because it's my community. I'm saying that because the type of value that this community adds to you is mental health. It is spiritual health. It is personal development. You cannot debate or negotiate with this community. You just can't. Because even tonight's call alone, I'm telling you right now, when you really understand your needs versus your wants, y'all, I don't want to say this and catch y'all off guard, but I got to be honest with you. When it comes to dating, I was dating a bunch of wants. I didn't realize that I need this type of man to be able to handle me, because if you're not this type of way, you're not gonna be able to handle me. Just like my friends, I need certain type of friends around me, because if you are not willing to understand how I move, then I may want some friends around me because I'm bored, but I need a certain level of friends around me. Okay. Like Vanessa, I need a Vanessa type of executive assistant around me, because I don't need somebody that's going to be a pushover. So that alone, guys, when you understand how to separate your needs from your wants, especially in relationships with people, when it comes to business or dating, you cannot do what you want. It is all about what is necessary, what is the need. So again, guys, I just want to encourage you to take the time out to see where is the waste at. What do you need? You know, I went to the grocery store the other day and I told y'all I've been juicing, right? And I thought I wanted, or should I say, I thought I needed a bunch of the fruits that I bought, but I didn't realize that it's fruit, Stormy. They ain't gonna last for weeks. So what I should have did was bought enough fruit for 3 days, but instead I bought fruit for 2 weeks. So guess what you think happened? It turned into waste. So guys, we just gotta really be a little bit more meticulous and pay attention to what's gonna take us to the next level. Is this move gonna take me to the next level? Because if it's not gonna take me to the next level, then I shouldn't do it. If it's just something just for happenstance or just for fun, like where is this gonna end? Where am I gonna end if I do this? So when you know that want is really a waste, you change the way you move. Even me now with business, I'm super excited about my new perspective. Like I got samples I'm taking out the house with me. I'm calling people again on my phones. I'm presenting every night at 8 o'clock. Why? Because I need to. Let me tell you why I need to. Y'all may want to write this down, because you got to practice the principles to participate in the promise. It's not I don't want to do the business. I need to do the business. I need to work my business because it makes me feel alive when I grow and when I serve and when I'm showing up. I love work. I don't want to retire. I'm not on vacation. So I need to work, okay? Because it's an obligation. It's not a want. And so again, y'all, practice the principles to be able to participate in the promise. So here is 5 questions that you must be able to get clarity on. And I'm gonna tell y'all the peace that I have right now, the joy that I have right now, the confidence that I have right now about my life and the people in it and where I'm going. I don't know if I ever felt like this before. And I got 5 questions that I want to give you, but I want you to be able to answer these questions, because one thing that I know for sure is that we must thrive in the 5 domains of life. And I talk about this a lot, but one thing about me, I'm not going to move off one subject to another subject because I'm bored. No, I know that repetition is the mother of all learning. And so the truth is, you got to be willing and able to understand that you got to thrive in 5 domains: mind, body, spirit, finances, and relationships. And if you got a great mindset, but you ain't got no money, that means your mindset ain't that great. If you super fine, but you ain't got no spiritual relationship, then you ain't doing too great. So you have to be able to answer these 5 questions, because these 5 questions is going to give you the clarity that you need. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm so grateful that I came up with these 5 questions, because I'm gonna tell you, every year to like every 16 months, really every year to 16 months, yes, you must reinvent yourself. Meaning you must intentionally say, okay, this is who I've been for the last 12 to 16 months, but I don't see any growth. I don't see any elevation. I feel like I'm the same. And the worst thing that you could do for yourself is be in the same position that you was in this time next year. That is the worst. The worst is to keep repeating the same cycle year after year after year. Like that is the worst, guys. The goal is to look back at how far you have come and to be able to say, man, I've evolved, man, I've grown, man, I see a difference in me. Like I feel different. Things that I used to think about, I don't even think about it no more. You know, I want to be very, very transparent with you guys. Imagine making millions of dollars, being able to buy the things that you dream of buying, being able to live where you dream of living, being able to do everything you want, and then still feeling empty. Imagine having that as a life. Imagine having more money than you can spend. Imagine buying everything that you ever wanted, and to look up one day and be like, this ain't it. And so when you experience that, and I don't know if anybody has ever felt that, and I know you have, some of y'all just don't move on it, but having that feeling of who am I, and knowing that this ain't who I want to be right now, but still just staying there and not doing nothing about it, is one of the worst things that you could do for yourself. But I can tell you right now, when you get bored with yourself, when you feel like you're not excited anymore, more than likely it's time for a reinvention. When you're not waking up excited about your business, excited about life, you know, like I have no choice but to observe the people in proximity to me. And I have to observe them because this is not a micromanagement type of job, right? When you work with me, you got to be excited, because I'm not gonna be pep talking you and pumping you up and reminding you, hey, the awakening is coming September 29th. Hey, I'm not about to do that. You know why? Because at the end of the day, we know who we are and we know what we need. You need to feel fulfilled by contributing to every area of your life. One of the reasons why a lot of people are unhappy is because they may be thriving in one area, but what about the rest? What about the rest, y'all? What if you had all the money in the world, but you came home every day in your Lamborghini to no love in your house? Like, do you really want that? It's like, do you really want that? What if you was fine and had millions of dollars in the bank, but your health was deteriorating and the doctor told you that you got 2 months to live because you got stage 4 cancer? So these are the things that make you really stop for a minute and ask yourself, like, what do I need now? And when you can answer that question confidently without doubt or fear, then something has happened. And so for me personally, what do I need now? I need to continue my journey of elevating the consciousness and the minds of the people. I need to continue elevating myself, because as I elevate the people around me, and I'm able to attract a different caliber of people. So I'm even watching now, the type of people that I'm attracting is different because I'm different. And so there's a level of difference that we have to step into, but we're not going to be able to step into that difference until we recognize the need. Some of y'all need to lose some weight. For real. You need to. You need to because your blood pressure. You need to because of diabetes. You need to because of high cholesterol. You need to because of your self-esteem. Some of y'all need to step out of those unhealthy relationships with those friends that's not making you feel like you're good enough. That is the worst, to be surrounded by people that make you feel like you're not good enough. That is the worst, to be around people that make you question your value. Okay. And so you need to step away from those people. These are the things that we need. This is all a part of the reinvention process. If you continue being around people that make you question yourself, make you doubt yourself, make you unhappy with yourself, then I'm gonna tell you right now, they're sending you down. It's like a sinking ship. It's hello. It's like the submarine, baby. You're bound to implode. So a part of reinvent yourself, y'all, is not just getting a new hairdo or getting your nails done differently. A part of reinventing yourself is from the inside out. What am I no longer tolerating anymore? What habits no longer serve me? Yeah, you want to sleep 8 hours, but do you need 8 hours? Yeah. You want to drink a Pepsi Cola, but do you need the Pepsi Cola? Yeah, you want to be in a relationship, but do you need that man? Does that man need you? Because guess what? In every relationship, there must be a need. That's another thing. If you don't need me for some value or some quality that I possess, or I don't need you, then we're not going to be able to grow together because there's no common ground. And so we, guys, a part of the reinvention process is shedding old relationships, shedding baggage, saying, I used to accept this level of treatment, but I ain't accepting it no more. Like, guys, I had to sit down and say, okay, I keep dating these certain type of men. What type of man do I need? I kept hiring the wrong type of assistant. Okay, what type of assistant do I need? All right. I kept hiring the wrong kind of people based upon me always wanting to help people. But what does Stormy need? So here's some of the questions, y'all. And this is important because I'm telling you right now, when you reinvent yourself, hey Claudia, when you reinvent yourself and you look back at your reinvention and see what it's doing for you, it's a game changer. When you see, like, so I'm supposed to be going to the Essence Festival this weekend, and it's like, wow, the type of doors that's opening. It's like, okay, do you want to go? I'm not speaking, but I was invited to certain events and panels, and it's like, we need you here because we want to prepare for next year. It's like you got to sow certain seeds, and it's just like, man. And when I think about where I was just 2 years ago, it's a blessing to be able to be in this space, knowing that I had to reinvent myself from the inside out, because I could not expect people to treat me the way I wanted to be treated, but I didn't show up as the person that needed that type of treatment because I was always fussing, always arguing, always high strung. So here's the questions. First of all, how do you see yourself, right? Do y'all see yourself higher than you are right now? I do. Do you see yourself higher? Do you see yourself stronger? Do you see yourself more powerful? Like, it's so amazing to be respected for your deeds and your work. Like, it's so amazing when people respect you because of your works, because of what you've done, because of how you've overcome. The best respect is when a person respects you because they saw you do something and they watched you become, and it's like, man, they can't help but respect you. It's nothing like earning your respect because you are a respected person. And so, number one, first question is, like, who are you now, right? So many of you all know I just got back from having my surgery. And of course, when you have a certain type of surgery like what I did, or a breast augmentation, or a mastectomy, or a tummy tuck, like, those things changes you. There are women that has had mastectomies that, I mean, ladies, you have that, those of you that have your breast, right? Imagine waking up one day to realize that you don't have a breast. You only have one, or you have none. Like, that is going to change the person. You got to know it, right, Cindy? You got to know that a woman who lost her breast is not the same. She's just not the same. So her confidence is going to be different. And it doesn't mean it's going to be down. She may have even more confidence because she knows she's a fucking lady. And so regardless of what you want to say, she's a lady, and she knows she's a lady. So she's not defined by no breast tissue. So she now may embody an even more feminine energy because she knows that that's there and it's no longer there. Or how about, thank you so much for saying something, Crystal. Crystal, what about a woman who's had a hysterectomy, right? Her feminine organs are gone. So watch this. I think those type of experiences are gifts because it makes you want to even work harder on your feminine energy, because it makes you want to show up even more beautiful and more pretty and more soft, right? Like your vitiligo, Claudienne. Exactly. It's certain things, y'all, that I believe happens for us that shapes us and molds us into these beautiful butterflies that we don't even realize, because a lot of times we're so caught up in the pain, or how about, who are you now after your divorce, or who are you now after your man has cheated on you? Who are you now after you gained 10, 15 pounds? Or who are you now after you've given birth to the baby? So you got to know that you are naturally going to be different after these life-changing experiences. However, the question is, like, who are you now, but who do you want to be? And I can tell you all, for me, I wanted to be more feminine. I started looking at myself, and I would watch my facial expressions, and I'd be like, man, I don't like how my face looks. I don't like how I'm yelling. I don't like how loud I'm talking. I don't like how mean I appear to be. And I really, guys, got focused on listening to R.C. Blake's. That's why he would be at the Awakening, because I wanted to be more feminine. I wanted for a man to look at me like a princess, like a queen. I wanted my man to naturally want to open the door for me. I wanted my man to want to protect me because he looks at me as his queen, you know. But a lot of women don't know that a man ain't gonna want to open the door for you if you act like a man. A man ain't gonna want to kiss on you and hold your hand if you act like a man. So these are the things that I needed to pay attention to, because I knew what I needed. I needed a alpha man in my life. I needed a women in my life that were warriors. I knew that I needed a certain level of protection around me. And so I knew that there was something about me that needed to shift, because I was attracting people that didn't see me like that. But as I look back over myself, I got it. Look how hard you are. Look how you show up. So there's some of you all watching me right now that you need to step back and look at you. Look at you. Like, look at how you're showing up. You know, you want your kids to treat you like, you want your kids to treat you like mama, but still you act like daddy. Guys, those things are something that we need to pay attention to. And so you can start reinventing yourself just by accepting and assessing and saying, wait a minute, I do come across real hard. I do come across like I don't need nobody. You know, I remember one time having a situation with one of my kids. I'm not going to say who. They used to always buy me flowers and cards and for Mother's Day. And one Mother's Day, they didn't buy it. And I'm like, hey, what's up? What happened to my flowers and my cards? And this particular child of mine said, you didn't need it. You don't like it. You don't even care about that kind of stuff. And I said, what? And I went to my drawer and I put out all my cards. I'm like, are you crazy? I love when you buy me flowers. I love when you buy me cards. So just know that we are getting treatment or being treated according to how we're showing up. And it reminds me of one of my good friends who said, man, I don't think people take me serious because I'm too sexy. And I need to tone down my sexy a little bit because I want people to see me as a businesswoman, not just a sex symbol. And that's true, guys. So just know that who you are now versus who you really want to be is all from the inside out. Don't make it be from the outside in. Don't make it be you dress real cute and you smell real great like a lady, but your attitude stinks. No, we're going to show up beautiful from the inside out, you know? And it's funny because I was telling Trina this today too. It's like, man, like there was a point in time where I got real loud and I was real aggressive and my tone was different. And I just don't know how to do that no more. I don't want to do it. I don't even know how to do it. It don't even feel good to me no more. So talking out loud and screaming and yelling, like that's just not me anymore. I just don't want to do it. I don't like to do it. And it just looks ugly to me now. So I know people probably think, I don't know, people probably think I don't know if they think I'm depressed. I don't know what they think, but I'm just me. This is me. I'm softer. I'm kinder. I'm more aware. I'm not about to be yelling, about to be fussing at nobody. None of that. I am happy. I am peaceful. I am secure, child. And I am not about to be raising my voice. My heart ain't about to be palpitating about my chest. And so that's what people want from me. That season of me is gone, honey. I am more evolved and I'm happy. And I got rid of all the energies that was draining me. And I encourage you guys to do that too, because that's a part of why and how you need to feel to go from your wants into your needs. You need to take care of your health. You need to be surrounded by peace. You need to be surrounded by people that believe in you. You need to be surrounded by people that could support you. You need to be surrounded by people that can take you into rooms that you can't take yourself into. You need to change your social circle. You need to get around people that can open doors for you that you probably thought would never ever be able to be open for you. Like, you got to think about that for a moment. So just know who you are now versus who you want to be. It's some work. It's some work, but it's so beautiful. And I'm telling you all right now, like, man, I might go speak too soon. Number two, why do you want to be that? like, why do you want to be there? So I'll tell y'all me. I wanted to be more feminine for a few reasons. Number one, I wanted to be more feminine because I love a masculine man. And I'm not gonna die alone. Listen, y'all, I told you, when you got all the money you want, all the materials that you want, now it's not about money. It's about love and happiness and peace and joy and growing happy and old. And so why did I want to be more feminine? Because I want to have a better relationship with my children. I want to have a great man by my side that can treat me like the queen that I am, and I could treat him like a king. I didn't want to continue feeling like I had to embody this hard exterior that it just didn't serve me anymore. There was a time and a place, but that season is over. And so now it's time for us to move into what is. And so I want to be that because I'm mature. I love when I see a classy, feminine, soft woman who still knows how to handle her business. I love it. I love when I see the yin and the yang. I love when I see the masculine and the feminine. But I love when I see a woman who knows that it's a time and there's a place for everything. And so I want to be this because I want to be able to experience the totality of life. I don't just want to experience money and partying and traveling. I want to experience real friends, like real friends that's not my friend because I'm paying for their dinner. Friends that's not my friend because we're riding in a Rolls Royce, but friends that's my friend because they're my friends. So I wanted that, okay? And I knew that the woman that I was not going to be able to align with what I wanted. And so I had to take the time to say, okay, how am I going to get these things that I want if I'm still being this? So how many of you all gotta make some changes? How many of y'all gotta make some changes? You cannot keep doing this and want that. Everything is about the law of causation. And some of y'all saw me this weekend. And it's so funny because people are like, Coach Stormy, you don't play, you'll fire you a man quick. Yes, I would. I am a hopeless romantic. Yes, I am. I am a hopeless romantic. And I truly believe that I deserve the absolute best. And that's why I'm giving it to myself. I am giving it to myself. All right. I deserve the best. I'm going to get it. And I'm not stopping. I don't care what nobody thinks. I don't care how nobody feels. I know who I am. I know whose I am, and I know what I deserve. And there's some women that will hang on to situations that's dead because they're concerned about what people are going to think about them. Baby, listen, all I care about is what I think about myself. That's what's most important. Number 3, who would benefit from this new you? I mean, first of all, everybody's benefiting. My dads are happier. I'm in a relationship. I'm happy with him. He's happy with me. You know, the world gets to see that you can grow and you can evolve and you can get mature. Who would benefit? Guys, you got to ask yourself, number 3, who would benefit from this new you? Who is going to benefit from you becoming your new evolved self? Who is going to benefit? First of all, how about yourself? How about yourself? Because listen to me, y'all, when you are holding on to a personality or an identity that doesn't serve you, you feel ilky. You feel resentful. Listen, freedom is living life without fear or regrets. That's the type of freedom we all should desire. And so who would benefit you? The worst thing you could do is look at yourself and be like, who is this person? You ever look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh my God, look at me, look at my face, look at my teeth, look at my hair, look at my skin. Who would benefit you? When you feeling good as a strategy, when you feel better, Shayna, when you feel good, when you feel proud, when you feel happy, when you lost, man, do y'all know how many people right now are mean because they fat? Do y'all know how many people right now are mean just because they have gained weight and it makes them feel uncomfortable? So they don't know that they're not being fair and nice to people because they're fat. And I don't want y'all to take that the wrong way, but I've been there. You don't feel good in your clothes, and then you get around everybody and you feel insecure. That is the worst feeling ever. That is the worst. So who would benefit? You. You are first. But then who else would benefit? Your peers. Who else would benefit? Your mate. Who else would benefit? Whoever's watching you. But you need to know this. When you become the highest and best version of yourself, listen, y'all, inspiration is the highest human act. You know, I saw a picture of Tanya today and Natalie, and those girls look so good, y'all. They look so good. Natalie lost 20 pounds this month. Tammy lost 22 pounds. Listen, y'all, they ain't got to tell me nothing. I just could look at them and see how great they look. So I'm inspired. So who would benefit from your evolution? Who would benefit from your transformation? Everybody looking? Everybody looking? You can't tell me you ain't look at Tammy Price and say, let me get on my damn team. You can't tell me you ain't look at Natalie and say, let me tighten, let me stop eating crazy. Exactly. So who would benefit is everybody watching you. There are people that's watching you right now that you are their excuse why they could be just out here gaining weight and falling off. But there's some of you all that don't know that when you get back on the bandwagon, you get back focused, people gonna follow you as well. So just know that it's not what's taught, it's what's caught, and that people see you, and that people who are in your network or your children or your closest friends, when you elevate and when you transform, they follow suit. Or when you act like a victim, oh my God, I can't stand for people to act like a victim. When you act like the victim, you got people feel like, yeah, it's true. And they become victimized right along with you. When you act like the victim, there are people that will act like you like they are victimized because you are giving them permission to act like that. There are people right now that's watching me handle my business and like, let me get back to handling my business too. So guys, just remember that people are watching you all the time. And as you elevate and take care of yourself, people are going to decide to take care of themselves as well because they're watching you. Number 4, why aren't you already where you want to be? Who can answer that question? Why are you not already where you want to be? Why are you not already in a healthy, happy marriage? Why are you not already 20 pounds lighter? Why are you not already making 6 or 7 figures? Like me, I got a letter to myself. I wrote a letter to myself, y'all, the other day. And last year, this time, and I mailed it back to myself. And it said I would make $1 million a month in total life changes. I used to make $1 million a month. I'm not making that anymore. Why am I not making $1 million a month anymore? Because I'm not working. That's why. It's not much to say. It's no excuses to be made. Why aren't you there yet? Because I got to increase my work ethic. I got to put some more things on my schedule. I got to talk to more people. I got to get back active. I got to do the things that I know I'm supposed to do as a coach and as a leader. So you're not going to make $1 million a month if you don't do the things that you're supposed to do. You're not going to have a nice, sexy, beautiful, lean body if you don't do the things that you're supposed to do. So why aren't you there yet is question number 4. Why aren't you where you want to be yet? And we talk about this often, but we got to figure that out, guys, because that one thing, that one tweak could be the game changer that you need. That one tweak, that one, I don't need to sleep 8 hours. I'm going to wake up in 6 hours. That's 2 more hours a day. That's 2 more hours a day, y'all. That's 14 more hours a week if you decided to sleep 2 hours less. Okay? If you want more money, okay, where else can you do more work? What more work can you do? What else can you do? If you're not in a happy relationship, okay, is it your fault? Do you need to get away from that person? Is it your fault? Is it his fault? Like, why aren't you there yet is probably one of the most important questions that you can answer for yourself, because you're now going to know what moves you got to make. I know that I needed to calm down. I needed to calm down. I needed to not be so high strong. I needed to step into my feminine a little bit more, even when it comes to my employees and my different businesses. I need to be respected as a queen, not as some gorilla that's coming to huff and puff and blow the house down. So attitude determines your altitude. So your attitude and how you handle things has a lot to do with how far you go. And so I know that the people that I need in my corner has to respect my feminine and my masculine, but I got to know that I got to be more feminine. You get more with feminine than you do with masculine, especially when it comes to, working with other women or being in a relationship. Hey, Tammy, I just talked about you. So number 5, what are you going to do about it? I just talked about Tammy. She just hopped on here. What are you going to do about it? I saw Tammy say today that she drank her tea 2 times a day and she stopped eating red meat. Boom. What are you going to do about being so masculine? Listen to R.C. Blake's. Start paying attention to yourself. Start listening to how you treat your mate. Start listening to how you treat yourself. You'll be surprised how you're treating your mate very masculine because you treat yourself very masculine. You throw lotion on your leg. You only lotion your calves because you got on tennis shoes, and you don't put no lotion on your feet because you're like, anybody gonna see my feet. That's not very feminine. A queen lotions her entire leg and her feet. I don't care if she's going to put on socks and tennis shoes, okay? A queen drinks water. A queen says please and thank you. A queen looks at her man in his eyes and smiles. You know, a queen walks slow. She don't walk real fast. A queen don't be raising her voice and talking super loud. A queen does not debate. Oh my God, if a man tell you to do something and you respect that man, going back and forth, debating with a man, that is not what men want. Men want a woman that's going to say, okay, baby, I got you. I understand. That's true. Thank you, baby. All right. Thank you. When that man open that door, do you just walk through the door or do you say please and thank you? Oh, baby, when my man open the door, I say thank you. When he does something nice, he holds open the door. He opened my car door. I say thank you. He paid for food. I say thank you, baby. It was a point in time, child, get out the door. I keep walking. We go eat. I wouldn't say nothing because I feel like that's what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to do that. No, y'all, that's not feminine. That's not feminine. Feminine is saying thank you. Feminine is saying please. Feminine is waiting for him to open the door, and when he open it, thank you, baby. Feminine is giving him a kiss. Feminine is telling your coworkers or your employees, hey, ladies, thank you. Please, I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. Smiling, waving. So there's so much more that we can do to reinvent ourselves, to be respected by ourselves first before we expect anybody else to respect us. Listen to me, y'all. There's a time and a place and a reason and a season for everything. And there's a time that you got to say, I don't like how I'm showing up. I don't like how I'm looking. I don't like how I'm feeling. I don't like how I'm dressing. I don't like what I'm getting. Because at the end of the day, you're only getting based upon what you're giving. And so all you got to do is say, you know what, it's time for me to shift. It's time for me to shift. And I'm going to take it one day at a time. And maybe you need to journal about it. Maybe you need to grade yourself every day. Like write down the top things like, okay, how did I talk to my man today? How did I talk to my business partners today? Did I do any work today? What did I eat today? What did I drink today? What did I read today? What did I listen to today? Did I treat myself with love and care? Like it's almost like you got to manage every area to make sure that you are handling your business. So therefore harmony can step in. So did you do personal development today? Did you drink some water today? Did you brush your teeth a little longer today? Did you lotion your entire body today? Did you say please and thank you today? Did you hold the door open today? So these things matters. These things matters. And I want you guys to know that as you start to reinvent yourself, as you start to step into that place of just managing the feminine and the masculine, it's so amazing what's going to happen for you. It's so amazing how you are going to feel strong. You are going to feel confident. You're going to feel deserving. You're going to feel so much more deserving because you now realize that you are showing up as her. And you're now realizing how much people are seeing it, because I'm going to tell you, you'll start seeing changes in the behaviors of the people around you. You literally will start seeing people act different, and it will only be because you're different. And so as we close out this call, I want to open it up for a couple of questions. My question is, like, do you realize that life is a series of reinventions? It's like you're never at the finish line, guys. You're never at the finish line. It's like, okay, between your childhood and your 10 to 10 years old, you're one person. Between 10 and 20, you're another person. Between 20 years old and 30 years old, you're another person. Between 30 and 40, you're another person. Between 40 and 50, you're another person. Between 50 and 60, you're another person. Like I'm 43. Like I I'm supposed to evolve. I'm supposed to be more poised. I'm supposed to have more wisdom. I'm supposed to make better decisions. Like we expect that of you. We expect you to get wiser every year. We expect you to not keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. And your kids expect that from you too. And not only that, guys, you need that for you, because as you do better, you feel so much more powerful. That's what I want y'all to know. When you step into feminine energies and masculine energies on your control, within your control, oh my God, it's kind of like, ladies, you know, when your man coming over, you know, to put on feminine perfume in your lingerie and to be feminine. But imagine having that level of understanding in real life, knowing when it's time to cross your legs and say, okay, sure, you know, and when it's time to say, oh no, we're not doing that. But every day it can't be, oh no, we ain't doing that. Some days it got to be, hi, good morning. How are you? Well, we're gonna do da 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 da. Sure. Every day it can't be a gorilla. All right. So I hope that y'all hearing what I'm saying today. I'm very excited about life. I really am. I'm excited about rebuilding this new version of me. It's fun, y'all. It's fun. The only scary thing about it is I've been in this observant place so much, and life is so great. It's like I'm getting almost scared, because it's like, what happens when everything you pray for shows up? It's like everything I prayed for is showing up exactly how I wanted it. It's like, wait a minute, this, she showed up like this, he showed up like this. It's like, wow, this is scary. And it's like I have to keep reminding myself, just be grateful, be grateful, Stormy. Don't be angry, don't be second guessing, don't be questioning, don't be doubting. Just be like, God, thank you. I really manifested everything that I wanted, from this to this to this to this to this. Now I got to maintain it. So now that I got to maintain it, I got to grow to be able to embrace all of these things that I've attracted and aligned with, because I want to keep it now. Now it's like the worst thing you could do is attract the right business partner and run the business partner away. The last thing you want to do is attract the right man and then run the man away. The last thing you want to do is attract the right opportunities and then the opportunity goes away because you're not managing it right. So now I gotta manage these beautiful things I got. I gotta manage my residual income with TLC. So every night at 8 o'clock, I go every night at 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday. I'm going live, okay, to share the business, because I gotta practice the principles to participate in a promise. Okay. I can't get this handsome, a tall black man, okay, and do all the things that I'm supposed to do to get him, and then forget what I did to get him, and then run him off because I turned, because I got him now, and then now I turn into this person. Is like, who is this trick? Because you tricked the person. So just make sure that as you are working on this reinvention, that you do it so much that it can become who you are, because we all have been tricked before. So it's about continuing to observe yourself so that you can continue to become, so that you don't slide back to what you used to be. Or the worst thing you could do is lose 30 pounds and then gain back 50. The worst you could do, is get engaged or get married and to find out that this person is not who you thought this person was. The worst thing you could do is become a network marketing leader or a business leader or a business owner and then go back to a job because you stopped handling your business and now your company or your business has went down. So now you got to go back and get a job. That's embarrassing. So if we started triggering our thoughts like that, like, okay, even though they don't see this in public, because we could see when you gain weight. Okay. We know you went back to work, but what about the little secrets that you have with yourself that nobody knows, but only you know? So you know that you shouldn't be eating that chocolate because you gain a weight, but now nobody ain't seeing you eat the chocolate, so you can eat the chocolate. Guys, we got to have personal integrity as well, because you don't just want to have integrity when everybody looking. That ain't integrity. That's a scammer. That's a trickster. Okay. You want to be able to do the things publicly and privately so that you can continue to bring forth, but manage as well. Please hear me. You want to be able to bring forth the things you desire, but you want to be able to manage them as well. You do not want to be everything and get this good job, right? You got this good old job. They hired you. You did a great job at the interview, but then you get to the job and you can't do none of the things you interviewed for. That's embarrassing. You don't want to do anything that you cannot manage and maintain. Okay. So why is that important? Because you got to keep evolving and you got to be aware because you don't want to go back. How many of y'all right now listening to me right now? You know what I mean when I say I ain't going, you ain't going, how many of y'all ain't going back? How many of y'all not going back? Period. We're not going back to broke. We ain't going back to nasty. We ain't going back to fat. We ain't going back to ungrateful. We ain't going back to depressed. We ain't going back to no abusive relationships. We ain't going back to low self-esteem. Come on, y'all. How many of y'all ain't going back? We is not going back. So everything that you create has to be managed. So guys, I have literally given myself a new name. Come on, Tammy. I am the reminder. That's it. I am the reminder. I was sent here today to remind you that we got to manage ourselves. We cannot go back. All we got to do is look at what is the cause and the effect. What does this cause and what is the effect of this cause? And decide that you ain't going back. Listen to me, y'all. This weekend I was at the Wealth Connect and I'm still bandaged up and all that stuff. And I was like, oh no, I got to get back outside. Because let me tell you something, out of sight, out of mind. You got to stay in people's chest. You got to stay with people talking about you. You got to stay with the little controversy. You got to stay relevant, baby. Or people will forget that your name is Stormy. And I told my daddy today, I said, I refuse because I'm always going to give them something spicy that could change their entire existence. And I won't stop, can't stop because I got to keep moving forward because I love how it feels to progress. Write this down. Progress is the key to happiness and the glue that makes happiness stick. Okay. I just stopped by today as our pleasant reminder. Answer those 5 questions. But remember, everything has its cycle. And not only does everything has a cycle, there is a difference between a need and a want. Know what you need versus what you want. Some of us are in relationships with people that we wanted and they can't do nothing for us. What do you need? Write down a list of what do you need, mind, body, spirit, finances, relationships to feel your very best. All right. Also, y'all, before I go, we're gonna bring up a couple. Let's see if Vanessa. I hope Vanessa's still on. I think Vanessa may be driving, child. But listen, real quick, guys, we got the Awakening coming to Miami, Florida, September 29th through October 1st. It is going to be incredible. We're giving away a car. I'm excited about that. Somebody's gonna be going home with a car. So every ticket that you purchase, y'all, you will be entered into a raffle. So when you purchase your ticket, you're going to be entered into the raffle. If I'm not mistaken, every girl on my hand gets 2 tickets, something like that. But you're going to be entered into a raffle. Okay. Another thing I want to tell you is that the lineup is crazy. The experiences is crazy. The enlightenment, the games that we've been playing with ourselves that ends. It's like the game is over. It's time to quit playing with ourselves. It's time to get serious. It's time to step into our feminine energy and be queens. All right. Not kings, okay? Even though we women kings at the time, when it's time to be a woman king, but we got to step into our feminine energy. That is where our real power lies. That's where we're going to merge families back together, y'all, when we step into our feminine. R.C. Blake's, Yolanda Adams. Y'all know I love me some Yolanda Adams, and R.C. Blake's has changed my entire perspective. I'm supposed to be going to his church this weekend in New Orleans as well. So y'all pray for me. I pray I get there because I'm planning on going to see him and Lisa Blake's this weekend in New Orleans. But nonetheless, y'all, go secure your seat. You can start your payment plan right now, locking your seat for $500 and locking your seat. Definitely, I want to make sure that you guys are there. My goal is to make the Awakening like a family reunion. So many amazing things gonna happen that weekend. We got a new rich girl. I don't know who she's gonna be yet. That's another part of the weekend we haven't rolled out. And I'm just gonna tell y'all this: like, we have to know that we hold the power. Like, whatever you believe is right. Whatever you believe is right. You know, I told Alvin this the other day. I said, listen, whatever you think about with deep emotions will suddenly appear. And suddenly means it could be a year, 2 years, 3 years. Suddenly is unexpected. And I just want to encourage you guys to find your power back. Get back focused. Know what your needs and your wants are. And know that if somebody's not supplying you with your needs, and it's just a want, that's the dangerous place to be in, because you could look up and waste a lot of time focusing on doing what you want, like doing things just for the emotional, physical pleasure of a thing is a waste, y'all. Anybody got time for that? We are getting too old, and our children are watching us, and we got to continue to be the example, okay, versus the excuse. So I think Vanessa is driving, so I don't think we can do the hand raise thing, y'all.
Go ahead, Jatam, unmute. I got you.
Oh, hey, girl.
I got it. Hello.
Hey, girl, how are you? I don't hear nothing she's saying, Vanessa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear me, but I'm sorry, y'all. I'm at work. I'm sorry, but I just want to come over here to be transparent and truthful about things that's going on with me. When I had came to Never Eat Alone, we had to do that assignment about our bills and things like that, and you and Natalie came and y'all saw my paper and it was like 0, 0. And this past week, it's been like I asked myself some questions that you could ask us right now today. And it was scary because I want to desire more, and I know that my life can be what I feel, what I visualize it to be, right? And I am in a relationship, and he's comfortable and content where he's at. You know, with me, I know it's more than this where I'm at right now. And I was talking to our Heavenly Father today, and it brought tears from my eyes because I know that I'm deserving of that, being treated like a queen, getting the door open for me, and just all everything that you covered tonight. You know, I don't want to get in trouble on break, but I just wanted to come on here and share that. Like, I understand and I realize that it's more and for me outside of Detroit City, and I'm going to work towards that. You know, but at the same time, if I never had no one to explain it to me, the right proper way to do it, like have you been teaching me since I've been in the community? I know that it can be done. It's possible for me to be a wife, a happy, peaceful wife, and have the beautiful, things that I see myself having. And I won't be comfortable. I won't settle. I don't want to settle, because right now I feel like I'm settling because of my situation. But I know that that's not. I can't afford that.
Wow. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations for your awakening and your revelation. And I really feel like you answered your own question. It wasn't a question. It just really, I think sometimes we want to hear ourselves speak. You know your situation better than anybody. And what you got to do is little by little, itch your way up out of it. You got to little by, don't cold turkey jump out of the situation, but you got to little by little do things that you could afford to pull yourself up out of it. I know you at work, but we'll probably talk Thursday. Talk to me Thursday, but I'm proud of you, and I can tell you all of you all right.
I love you, and I love the new youth coach. She looking amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love you too. Thank you. You know, I hope y'all heard her, because she didn't have a question. She really just had a comment. You know, sometimes you hear somebody bringing something up, or somebody talking about something, and you realize that, wait a minute, that's me. And I could tell that, she listened, and it's like, wait a minute, that's me. So, all right, Vanessa, who else do we have?
We got Jay Sky.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, blessings, Coach. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you loud and clear. How you doing?
Okay, I'm doing amazing. Thank you. I'm doing gratitude. I want to tell you thank you first of all for the call. Just Tam, you looking amazing. My question to you, coach, is when is it okay to blend or harmonize the need and the want? And how do you do that, like successfully maintain the blend and the want?
So first of all,
I mean the want and the need, I'm sorry.
yeah, I know what you're saying. It's a deeper level of maturity. Um, I'm 43 years old, and I didn't realize that I was doing everything out of want, um, to a certain extent. So let me say what I mean by that. So there was a point in time in my life where I needed to go get money. Like it wasn't a want. Like we wouldn't have had no food, we wouldn't have had no roof, we wouldn't have had no water. I needed to do whatever. However, there was a point where I didn't have to be so excessive either. I didn't have to leave my house for 2 or 3 weeks at a time. I didn't have to not be home for, months at a time. I could have had a little bit more harmony in that. So I wanted to make more money. So, but I can't go back and change the days I didn't spend with DJ, the events I didn't attend. But knowing what I know now, that I'm happy I caught it, because I deserve everything. I deserve love. I deserve great friends. There's a lot of friends that I don't want them back. But when I think about, how I was with a lot of my friends, I wasn't a friend. I wasn't a friend. I wasn't a friend. You couldn't call me if we wasn't talking about money and business. I didn't have time. If you had something going on, a family event, baby, if you ain't coming to buy no product or we ain't making no money, I ain't had no time. So at the time when I was like that, I didn't have what they needed from me, or what they wanted from me, shall I say, or needed. They probably felt they needed it. So it's like really, as you grow up and you get more mature, you start recognizing like I'm a young, fly, rich girl. If you can't come over here and protect me from some men's or some business people that's trying to take advantage of me, if you can't protect me, like protection is number one for me. If a man cannot protect me, I don't want him. I did not realize how important that was for me. That's like number one. If you cannot protect me and make me feel safe with you, I can't have you in my life. I need to know that you will lay your life down for me. And I went to spend some time with Hennessy a couple of weeks ago, actually. And he said to me, he was like, we just was having a conversation. He goes, I'll jump in front of a bullet for Savannah at any moment with no problem. It was just me and him in a car. And it dawned on me like, damn, I don't have nobody in my life, no man in my life that would jump in front of a bullet for me. That's not no man's fault. That's my fault. I've been picking the wrong men. Why? Because I was too in my masculine. So it just depends. Like even now, do I need more money? I don't need more money. I don't need more money. I want more money. And I want to work more because it serves my need. My need is I need to feel as if I'm showing up as a leader. I need it. I need it. Let's listen to the difference now. I want more money, but I need to be respected as a leader. For me, it's a need for me. So what does that mean? I got to do leadership stuff because I need to feel powerful. I like how power feels. I like how leadership feels. So it just depends on your personality, and it also depends on where you are in your life. Like I'm not in a space where I'm going to say I'm going to sacrifice my new relationship and I'm going to sacrifice how I am with my kids to go get more money right now. No, like the old me would have went on a tour for 20 days out the month. Forget DJ, forget my man. I got to go. I'm not doing that. I'm going to organize it where I'm able to spend time with my man. I'm able to spend time with DJ, and I'm able to be all the things that's important to me. I needs that, not just want it. I needs that. So it's all on you. There's no wrong answer for nobody. It's just on you knowing where you are. And again, I'm not dying old and alone, y'all. Like that's big for me. I am not going to be dead or be 60 years old and have a lot of money and big cars and Trina driving me around and I'm by myself. No, baby, it's going to be me and my man. Okay. So it's all on what you feel is important. And there's a time and a place for everything, a time and a place and a reason in the season. I'm going to tell you something else. Like some of y'all should be saying, I am not going to die broke, or I'm not going to die unhealthy, or I'm not gonna die fat, or I'm not gonna die unfulfilled. Like I'm gonna have all of the things that life has to offer. I'm gonna have health, I'm gonna have friends, I'm gonna have money, I'm gonna have love, I'm gonna have good mindset. So it's really on you knowing, like, when you can't take it no more. Like, you know, you can't, you like, you ever you ever feel so fat that you be like disgusted with yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Like you be like you just so mad. You be like, oh, how I did this to myself. And you just want to wear a sweatsuit. Like that means you need it.
This
You ever
weekend.
feel so lonely that you go home every night and you be like damn near crying yourself to sleep? That's a need. Now, just jumping around and being with all kind of people and, you know, being outside, and no, that's not like a want. But when you feel like it's a pain in your stomach, that means you got to do something about it. That's like your breaking point. That's when it's not no more a want. It's a need. That's how I measure it. Like, yeah. Yeah, me paying security $15,000 a month, me dating men that I know is punks. They ain't got no strength to them. That ain't gonna work for me. I'm not, and I'm not trying to change nobody no more. I now understand who I am and what's most important to me. I really do. And there was a point in time when I thought money was important to me, or an attractive man. The man had to be attractive. Nah, number one, can you protect me? That's for me. That's for me. Somebody else may feel like he got to be fine. He got to have a 9-inch penis, or my business partner got to have a MBA. That's maybe how you feel. So you just got to know what is most important to you. And when you find that, you got to say, okay, what else is important to me? But you got to chunk it down according to significance for you.
Okay.
I hope that
Thank you.
answers your question. I gave you a whole lot of answers.
It did everything for me. Thank you. Do you want to take any more calls, Coach?
Yeah, let's take a couple more. Who else, y'all? Let's take one more.
All right, let's get Candace. Go ahead and unmute.
Okay, first of all, I want to say I love you, Coach Stormy. Oh my God, I'm like, I don't know if I'm
Hey,
starstruck or
girl.
what. I've been following you for like, oh my God, probably like 4 years. I'm a distributor for TLC, and I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. It's something just connected me with you, but I never was in the group. I was like, every time I want to do it, like something, I don't do it. And then I finally got a call one day, and I went to the Awakening last year virtually. I finally got a call, and I was like, I got to get in this group. It's time for a new level. I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to grow. I need to get more in close proximity of something
Are
I'm
you
missing.
new to the community?
I'm new. Yeah, I'm new. I've been in it probably now about maybe 3 weeks.
Oh, welcome, y'all. Let's drop some hearts for Candace.
And like I'm enjoying it. I lost like over 100 pounds. I'm a wellness coach too for another company as well. But the company just wasn't getting me where I needed to be when I joined TLC and started detoxing. Somebody introduced me to the tea. It changed my life. That's when I started. They was like, "Do you know Stormy Wellington?" I was like, "I never heard of her." And she's like, "You gotta start following her." I started just this when I just started watching you. Like I was just watching you for like years, and I was like, "Oh my God, like this is mind-boggling." She just the things you say, like it's like I never. I'm from Mississippi. I'm not trying to down Mississippi, but it's different. You don't hear these type of things too quick in your environment and area or whatever. But we already been on the call. I just wanted to say that. But this is my question. I was taking notes, and you said about your needs. Can you give me that definition again from your wants? You had a definition in particular. You said
Yes.
require
So
something.
the definition of need is require something because it is essential or very important,
Okay.
expressing
Essential.
necessity or obligation. That's a need. A
Okay.
want is I have a desire
Very
to possess
important.
or
Okay.
do something. I wish for it, or should
Mm-hmm.
need or something.
Mm-hmm.
So one is like,
Okay.
you must have it, and one is like,
Must.
okay, I may have it. If I have it, I don't, I don't.
Yeah,
So
I just
no,
wanted a deeper definition. Yeah.
yeah. So my deeper definition is this. There gets to a point where like I needed to get those butt shots removed. I give it to you that way. Why did I need to get them removed? It wasn't affecting my health. I needed to get it removed because it was affecting my confidence. It was affecting how I felt as a woman. I rather die than live the rest of my life with that stuff in my body. So I was willing to
Right.
take
Oh,
because I needed it. It wasn't an option. It wasn't a maybe I take it out. No, it was like, okay, I'm 43 years old. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it
right.
feels. If I don't get this out of my body, it's gonna affect my confidence, my worth, it's gonna affect my relationships. Everything was being affected by me not correcting this issue.
Right. Right.
So
It didn't
I
make you
didn't want it,
happy.
huh?
You wasn't happy with this.
I wasn't happy. I wasn't
Right.
happy. I'll
Okay.
give you out another one. Like me dating a man who I know cannot protect me. In my mind, I can't respect him. So he may be handsome, he may have money, he may be great sexually, all that. But if I don't think that he could protect me from hurt, harm, and danger, it messes with me. I can't respect that man. So in order for me to respect you, first of all, you can't be with somebody you can't respect. So I didn't want to feel protected. I need to be protected. If I am not protected, it doesn't work for me. That's something I did not learn until recently. So now, if I would have known this years ago, there's people I would have never even dated because I know they was not equipped to be real men. They was nice looking, they was attractive, they may have some money, but they was not going to stand toe to toe to no other man. I need a man that has no problem with telling you sit down somewhere, brother. Like that's me. I need that. And now that I understand that, that cut off 99.9% of the men out here because they not about their life. I'm just so that may sound small, but y'all, if I would have known this, think about it. If I need to feel protected and you can't protect me, and now it's going to create a domino effect. I'm not going to respect you. I'm gonna be talking to you crazy. I ain't gonna want to be
Right.
intimate with you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is gone. So now that I know that that saved me a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
I need an employee who doesn't have an ego. Like if I tell you bring me some water, and I may not be able to say bring me some water, please. I may not say please at the moment because I'm just very thirsty. I need an employee that knows that I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm
Right. I just
sorry.
want water.
But there are some people that be like, she's so rude.
I
She
know.
need to
I
say
know.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back later on and say, I am so sorry. I was so busy. I'm sorry I didn't say please or thank you. But I need somebody to like Vanessa be like, oh, I know you was busy. I didn't take it personal. Or Trina be like, yeah, I'm not bothered. But if you get offended, so these are the type of things that I know now that are needs for me that would not, that I would have not allowed myself to be in a lot of positions that I was in the past if I understood that. So it's like need is non-negotiable, y'all. Like if you know you need a man with a 9-inch penis, why would you mess with a man with a 4-inch, baby?
Ooh.
If you know, it's like if you know it ain't gonna do nothing for you.
God.
No,
Right.
listen, y'all, that may sound crazy, but if you know he ain't gonna do nothing for you, why would you do that? Now you're gonna cheat, or he ain't gonna satisfy you. Then the relationship ain't gonna last. It's a waste. If you know you need a man to pay your bills, but he only could pay a car note, why would you waste your time with that man? So it's like things like that that may seem small is really big if we understand these things.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just want to say I love you and I'm so grateful for you. You inspire me. I pray for you all the time. And I
thank
was like,
you.
I came in right on time during your healing journey because I'm doing a healing journey
I
myself.
was looking at that. What did you do?
Like I said, I lost over 100 pounds, and I'm still on the journey. I'm still a heavy set girl, but I lost so much weight. I started getting loose skin in areas where my skin was like sagging from where I lost the weight. So I got like a lift in my back. I got the removal of the loose skin. It kind of reminded me of I didn't have butt shots or nothing, but you had like you had to get a correction, a lift, so that's what I had to do in my back where it was like really flabby and everything. And I had my compression on. So I was like, this got to be the perfect time because it's like
Wow.
she's going through a healing. Like, I don't know. I'm just so happy.
Wow. Well,
And I'm so thankful
congratulations.
for you.
I know the feeling when you heal yourself up on your own, it just gives you a power. So I can feel your confidence. Congratulations and keep going, girl.
Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too. You're welcome. Let's take one more, Jay. Let's take one more. Whoever it is, Vanessa, Jay, whoever it is. Let's take one more. Let's take one more.
We got you. Let's get Shanae. Shanae, come on up.
Hey, good evening, guys. I didn't even know I was gonna get chosen. Thank you, Coach. My question was, let me see my notes here. Can you touch more about the maintain part? Like, how do we continue to maintain? I know you said need to maintain, you have to, because you don't want to go back. Is that the
Yep.
only reason why?
No, yep. So first of all, y'all, having dignity is everything. You know, having your self-worth is everything. Feeling proud of yourself is everything. Like, can I tell you, like I talked about it, you know, a few minutes ago when I was talking about when you gain weight and you just be disgusted with yourself. That's going back. You like it takes months to lose the weight and a couple of meals to gain it back, child. So you done lost 20 pounds, you done lost 30 pounds, and then you gain back 50. You gotta keep doing the things to maintain that weight loss. When you gain the weight back, it's worse than when you had it on your first time because you feel like a total and complete failure. Or you're in, let's just say you listening to RC Blake's, right? And he's getting you together and you just become this amazing queen for your man because you own RC Blake's. So you smiling at your man when he talking to you, you ain't talking back. Yes, baby. You being a feminine queen, you moving all slow, and then you stop listening to RC Blake's and you be like, what? Oh my God, okay, whatever. And you know, RC Blake's, yeah, that kind of stuff. And I gotta go pee. Can you open the door for me? He opened the door, you don't say thank you. He'd be like, wait a minute. What happened to the girl that I was with that was sweet and that was nice and that was saying yes, baby. And when I opened the door, she said thank you. And now she's like, who is this lady? So when I say maintain, you have to come up with a formula around everything that you become. So let's like Tammy lost, I don't know, I think she said 22 more pounds. You know, she can't gain it back. She can't gain it back because she's gonna be mad with herself. She can't. At this stage, and it gets to a point, y'all, when we become too grown. When we become too grown, you can't do things that you used to do as a kid because as a kid, you blamed it on being immature. But as an adult, it's like, okay, how many times you gonna keep dating the wrong kind of man? How many times you gonna keep getting into the wrong kind of business? Like, imagine me, 43 years old, falling out with somebody right now. It's like, it just doesn't look right. Like, we too grown to be falling out with people. We too grown to be screaming at employees. It's like, girl, how many times you gonna keep hiring the wrong kind of people? So maintaining is like deciding that you're going to be this person and observing yourself to maintain that new person that you've become. Because the worst thing is to go back. That's depression. And I hope y'all heard me. Like, that's why this community is so important. I am the reminder. I am going to come on here Monday through Friday, and I'm going to remind you. Some days I'm going to cuss y'all out, and I'm cussing myself out too. Some days that's going to be nice and sweet and beautiful. And you're going to be like, oh, thank you. I needed that. You know, some days are going to be like, oh my God, she was so rough, but I needed that. It's like, we all need reminders, guys. We do. We need reminders all the time. And it's not just going to church, right? You think church is every Sunday and every Wednesday because you need to be filled back up again. That's why. So that's what this community represents, a reminder. And that's what I want to do. I want to continue to remind you about your dreams, your goals. I want to continue to remind you that you can be, do, and have anything you want. I'm going to continue to remind you that, you know, we are better together than apart. I'm going to continue to remind you that people are watching us, guys. They are, you know. I can't wait. You know, I got on a lot of garments, but I can't wait, y'all. Y'all just don't know. Like, I can't wait to throw back on my heels and my tight dress. Tammy, I'm coming for you, girl. I can't wait. I can't, I'm so inspired. I'm so inspired that somebody got me inspired. I'm so inspired that I got somebody that's trying to hang with me. I can't wait till I can throw back on my heels. Y'all just don't know. But don't worry, I'm coming because I love it. I love it. I just love reminding people. I got you, Shana, your $111. I love showing up and reminding you that you done fell off. I love getting pretty and let me tell y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all go after this. I would not be in Total Life Changes right now if somebody did not call me and then ignore me after I told them no, and they posted a picture and they looked so beautiful on the picture. That picture woke me up and I was like, oh, she look good. She look good. Let me get on my product. Let me lose some weight. You ever see somebody that you see him in the gym? Y'all drop some ones if y'all know what I'm talking about. You ever see somebody working out and you be like, oh, she finna get fine. She ain't finna be fine and have me looking stupid. And all of a sudden you working out too because you see her working out and you be like, she ain't finna have me looking stupid. Literally, she could post some video in the gym. She could post a video jump roping. She could post a video eating salad. And you be like, oh, let me get up on my stuff because she about to come for me. So that's what you want to be. You want to be that person that's like, let me get myself together because they're watching you get yourself together. Like, y'all better get yourself together. I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm popping out Beyonce concert. By then my bandages will be gone. I'm going to be probably half naked. I'm just letting y'all know right now, I'm going to be big fine come Beyonce concert. So I'm giving all y'all a chance to get y'all bodies together because I'm old enough to be some of y'all mamas now. Don't let Big Mama come through looking big sexy on y'all. Cause I'm just letting y'all know. All right. So catch up, get on y'all workout, get on y'all products. The summer is here. It's too hot to be holding on to extra weight, y'all. I walked from my house to the car and was sweating. That's when I decided to cut my hair off after I walked outside 2 times and sweat started dripping down. When sweat starts dripping down your neck right here, that's a problem. When it starts dripping down and it get underneath your titties and your titties be sticking, come on, y'all, when it's getting greasy right here, wet right here, and then it start doing a little motion right here, that means it's time to get some of that weight off. So I'm just letting y'all know we got another season loading, y'all. We're about to go into July. We're about to go into like literally 7 months of 2023. Like, y'all, don't play with yourself. Stop playing with yourself. Let's get serious. Let's get real. Let's love on ourselves in another way. Let's reinvent ourselves and separate your needs from your wants. You don't need all that food. You want it. You don't need it. You don't need to buy them clothes. You don't need it. You just want it. You don't need to keep all the lights on in the house. You don't need them on. You just want them on. You don't need to stay with them friends that don't serve you. You just want the friends. You don't need the friends. So it's just now assessing what do I need from what I want. Listen, y'all, I'm going live every night at 8 o'clock. I was sleepy today at 8 o'clock. I'm like, Lord, I was like, let me take a nap. But I had to go live at 8. You know why? Because I need it. I need it for me. I need it for my self-esteem. I need it for my dignity. Please tell me y'all hear what I'm saying. I need to work for my dignity, my pride. I'm not in retirement mode. It's certain things that when you do them, they make you feel powerful. I can't work out, y'all. I can't do no working out. Man, I need to go work out, but I can't because I can't sweat. So I just want you guys to just know that we are strong beings. And this call was a reminder. If this call reminded you of something, we went over 30 minutes. If this call reminded you, just say thank you for the reminder, or just say reminder. If this call reminded you of something and you like, you know what, let me quit playing, just comment with the word reminder. I just want to know if this call did for y'all what this conversation did for me. Reminder. Exactly. Well, guys, I love each and every one of you. I'm so grateful to have this amazing community because I tell you, y'all keep me on my toes. Definitely, I'll probably be at the Essence Festival this weekend. Maybe if y'all out that way, y'all could comment in a group and maybe I could meet up with a couple of you ladies at the hotel or something. Maybe y'all come meet me at church on Sunday because I'm definitely going to probably be out in that area. But in the meantime, between time, guys, listen, just know that we got to make sure that we understand the difference. We got to know the difference. You know, we got meditation tomorrow. Do you need meditation or do you want meditation? Do you need this community or do you want this community? Okay. And when you change your mind, y'all, man, and you get confident, because the change is going to give you confidence. The change is going to give you confidence and you start acting different and you start not allowing people to treat you any which kind of way. Let me tell you something. Your world begins to change.